Okay, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Just going to do a quick recap about my trades that I took yesterday. Took around 3 trades overall. I was up on the first 2 trades and then I went red on the 3rd trade. Now I want to make this video because something really strange happened and I want to make people aware to try and avoid this, or at least think about this when you're doing your trades on Webull UK. So my 3rd trade, my stop loss didn't activate. So very unusual. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but we'll get into that in just a moment. I just want to say how important stop losses are. Without a stop loss, you can risk losing your whole account. I just wanted to make people aware that might be using the Webull UK platform just to double check that your stop loss has been activated, because you might not know until it's too late. Let's jump in to see what happened yesterday. I started the day and my £500 account was already down to £491.97. I took a couple of trades. I got it up to £508. I was happy with that. I was thinking about calling it a day. I just saw one more trade that I thought I'd take it, and I took it, and it tanked. The first trade of the day I took was GRI, so not long after the bell, 9:30, and it hit all of the criteria. So as we discussed in the previous video, everything was looking good on GRI. $2.12 is the share price. It's got breaking news. Volume 18.38 million. Float was 2.49 million. Relative volume was really high, 3,510. So it's hitting all the criteria there, and it had breaking news. So the news was regarding a drug that showed no decline in lung function, positive biomarker signs, and no safety issues in a phase 2A study. So this suggests that the treatment was safe, so it's boosting investor confidence and driving the stock higher. So that was some good news, hence why I felt comfortable to take the trade. So I didn't take the trade on the first momentum swing. I was a bit slow to catch that, and as it was going up, there was no pullback on the 1-minute chart, which is where I take my executions. So I had to wait. It came down a little bit here. I thought it was going to go again, but it didn't. And I waited, and just as we got this pullback and a push up, I entered the trade. And I took a little slice, and then it dipped down again. So that was a good start to the day. Second trade was AMST, the second of 2 trades on this stock. Now, this also had some breaking news and hit the criteria for the day. So let's pull up the scanner and see if we can show you here. So stock price, $4.12, volume 25.15 million, float 2.65 million, relative volume very high, 135,000. So it's hitting all of my markers. So again, I was confident to take this trade. So let's look at the breaking news. So the stock was up 62% after the company said its Nurse Magic platform has recorded 63% revenue growth since launch. Okay, excellent news. And with this trade, I believe it was on this upswing. It took a little recheck here, and then it bounced. So I took a slice here on the way up, and I took it out. This is what put me up to £508. I should have walked away at this point, but I could see it wanted to go, and it kind of reached a high here, and it started to pull back. So I looked then at the daily, and actually the last time it had broken through this level was December 2014. So really, should I have been expecting this to reach 5? Probably not, but I was a little bit excited. It was moving. It looked like a good stock for the day. So I set this marker here at 5, and I was confident, semi-confident, that it might go to 5 just based on the news, the breaking news alone. As it dipped, I was ready to enter the trade, and I did so as it was pulling back, but it didn't actually pull back over the threshold that I should have let it, and I just took a chance to pull the trigger early to shoot up to 5. As soon as I pulled the trigger with my 50 shares, it literally just tanked all the way down to 3.8 And I was surprised because I didn't get stopped out. This is where the fun starts. So I didn't get stopped out here, 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 here. At this point, I thought, well, let me just check my orders. And right here it said cancel one order, which is my limit order. It didn't say to cancel my stop order, that wasn't available, which is strange because this stop loss here and the take profit is always active. So when I took my trade, I put my stop loss, I put my take profit, it was active, I pressed buy, it took my order, and for whatever reason, it did not activate my stop loss. I don't know whether I'd put it too close, maybe it was my fault, but I'm sure then in the past I've done that and it's given me a warning to tell me that I cannot put a stop loss at that level. So that was very strange. So now I'm sitting in a situation where my account was at 508 and dropped down to 470. And yeah, potentially could have kept dropping and just tanking my account. But anyway, it was a good learning experience. Every day is a learning day with my small account here. So I'm glad it happened on a small account and not on a large account. So anyway, I enjoyed the day's trading. I'm looking forward to today, Friday. And as I said, learning every day and getting used to the platform, getting used to the scanners again. I'm activating my trades a lot quicker. So it's becoming a bit easier and the muscle memory's getting there. And I think it won't be long before I can start slowly increasing my account size. And then obviously profits and losses will go up and down accordingly. But this is how we learn. This is how we grow. I look forward to showing you the next set of trades. If you are using a Webull platform, please just be aware of what I just said. Always check that your stop loss is in place as soon as you take your trade. That's what I'll be doing from now on. Okay, that's it. Just wanted to give you a little overview of my trading yesterday. Really enjoyed it. Getting back into it, getting a bit faster on the execution, more confident, reading the news quicker, not flapping so much because I'll be honest, the beginning of the week, I would see some breaking news and I'd start looking at the stock and I'd be ready to pull the trigger. Then I'd check and it would be one of my criteria was out. The float would be 25 million, 30 million, and I'd have to stop. So this repetition really does help just to get you dialed in. So yeah, enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.